hopefully on the back of that we can turn a page really and start consistently performing as much as we can.
And what's your preparation been like? Because when you change formats that quickly and you suddenly come and meet the boys, you've hardly had 2-3 days. What have you been up to?
No, I think most of the boys have been, playing busy, playing. The team who haven't had that much experience in this format especially would get some of the game time, so it will be really good for us.
Now, compared to the T20 side, this side has experience and youth, a good combination.
Yeah, definitely,
From Ravi on this occasion at the toss. Morgs, you've had a good look at this pitch. What do you make of it? Is that the right decision? Harry seemed a little unsure of how it would play.
Yeah, here I think it is the right call because I don't think it'll change. Best foot forward, you would say, in batting. They'll be looking to post a big score.
Morning, Brody. What sort of challenge is mobility? The big guns are back, Morgs?
It certainly are. Kohli and Rohit Sharma at the top. Nearly over 26,000 ODI runs between both of them. They are number one in the world. Guy who I'm best mates with and have played majority of my career alongside him. Special as well for us.
Bumrah's not played a huge amount of cricket in the last few weeks. We might be finding his feet a little bit. This place can be a great place to bat if you can get through that new Sean, likes of Jos Buttler and Harry Brook particularly looked in fine form. So yeah, going with the two spinners, three spinners really, with Jax Dawson and Adil Rashid batting first.
But in the T20s, but the big boys are back.
Between the difference in batting in 20 over cricket and 50 over cricket, which England haven't got quite right in the 2015 World Cup. It was like an extension of a T20 game. That's what Morgan.
But Andy Flower is a thorough man. His strength is his attention to detail. Now, will he be able to give the same amount of time across Test matches and IPL? It'll take a lot out of him. But if there is any...
Today's one-day international between England and India, and to the final ever Blue for Bob Day. Today Edgbaston turns blue one last time for Bob Willis. Since the first times. On the pitch today you will see a banner held by 45 people who have been affected by prostate cancer. They are dads, mums, brothers, sisters. Please stand with the players, umpires, Bob's family and everyone on the pitch as we mark this Edgbaston, thank you.
The sixth and final on for so many years. Wonderful cricketer he was. And it is here where we will stage the first final time to the Bob Willis Fund. You can donate 10, 20 or 40 pounds and text 10, 20 or today. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah especially, three great cricketers. More than 25,000 runs that carried all before them in that T20 series, with just Joe Root coming in for Phil Salt. So a very...
Good morning, Ad. Good morning, everybody. In for a cracker, in for a high scorer.
Here he comes. Mentioned, Stuart, that England are very similar. Actually, it's the 7-year anniversary of that World Cup final. Well, there's a bit of movement here for Jasprit Bumrah, as you'd expect. It's a huge appeal. It was that in-swinger that Stuart Broad was waiting for. And Duckett gets away with a cover drive. Yeah, this is a high-scoring ground. After Trent Bridge, it's the highest score. Bethel, who is the latest of a few opening partners that Ben Duckett's had now in 50 over cricket. Shivam Dubey as the spare bowler. I look at England's side, Stuart, as well, and just...
Which you would expect it to be the seamers that would have more of an impact in that World Cup. But we've seen one go fine edge.
Well, there's enough movement there. Bethell just had. Hand is, it's the kind of grip it, sure grip that players use instead of inner gloves these days.
There's 10 deliveries now for Jacob Bethell, still on naught.
They were trying to almost play 50 over cricket as if it was T20 cricket and were too rushed. That pinged away. It's the first one that has really come out of the middle for Duckett, and no sign. Obviously more than 600 appearances between them. But a young player like Bethell, because of the
it takes that amount of time to really understand the format, assess conditions, because they change all the time. No.
Well, it looks good. Beaten on the outside edge again for, what, the third time now this morning. He was quick to remove his bottom hand there as that one just climbed off a length again. He's lucky to get away with that, Duckett. It was nowhere near to drive, and there was movement as well. Yeah, we've pointed out many of the peculiarities of Bumrah's action which make it tricky. The batsman, the way that... Lovely bit of fielding. Kohli looking sharp at cover today. Will give away an overthrow. That's... He's having his issues with the swinging ball at the moment. Bethell this time beaten on the outside edge. Don't take wickets, you can catch up very quickly because of the time that you have to do that. And obviously with the likes of Brook and Butt. And at the moment, he'll be happy not to be out there, to be leaving it to Duckett.
Wait!
Just taking his bottom hand off the bat handle again. 7 overs bowled, England, 20 without loss.
Nice gentle breeze blowing across the ground. Good stop. Is that Kohli again? It is. Kohli's looked sharp in the field. He really has. This time through. Shreyas on the dive. Couldn't cut it off. And Duckett has waited for this bowling change. DK, perfect timing for you to be on comms. Tell us about Gurnal Brar. What's his strengths? Scoop. And will that go all the way with the extra bounce? And it does. First 6 of the game.
Yeah, really.
Oh. Bit of aggression. Top edge, fine leg, over his head, 2 sixes to go with the 4. An expensive first over for Gurnal Brar. And England needed that. 17 off that Brar over. Guess what?
Jacob Bethell was amongst the runs in the first.
Punch down the ground. He's going to have to hurry now. Bethell thinks he's home. nailed, absolutely smashed off the middle of the bat. Duckett on the charge. $42 for none.
Because when he came from the Ashes into the IPL, obviously he's played a bit of World Cup there, but he wanted...
Now he's on the charge and it lands short of third man.
So
smashed. Duckett has found some real fluency since Bumrah has been taken. See why he's been picked. Shubman Gill spoke yesterday in the press conference about speaking to Virat Kohli about what's going to be needed. All sides look. Problem with pace is that you have to be accurate and it goes in different directions. That's over the slips, 50 up, 50 partnership for Duckett and Bethel.
Have really targeted them. Now ideally Kuldeep should have been part of this 11, but Kuldeep can fit in only if...
Signal for the end of the power play means that to a degree the fielding restrict. No slip, and that will go through to the boundary, and a much needed one for Jacob Bethel.
So far, good spell from Bumrah.
So as a skipper, you have to feel, yeah, those 10 overs of Bumrah are gold dust, but...
How much of he? All it took is just one over.
Scoop, he goes down early on that one. There's a real signal there from Duckett, 58 for none. Spoke about Jacob Bethel knowing this ground well. No one knew this ground better than Bob. And Paul Allott, problems with the ball. No, he doesn't have that new red ball.
Oh yes, wash.
Ben Duckett, when he plays spin, the shots that he plays...
Pretty much the T20 side, really, that we've seen recently with... Pulled, and is it carried? It has, diving forward. Washington Sundar, an excellent catch in front of a packed Hollies. And the Indian fans have wanted something to cheer, they have it. Uppercut, third man, does he keep his feet in the line? I think he does. Jasprit Bumrah, 2 in the over. Angles checked, brilliant from Bumrah, 2 in the over for Bra. Outstanding work. Duckett, both openers
to their favour. 2 quick wickets in the same over. First to go Bethel and then Ben Duckett.
Edged and gone. Brilliant from India. When you need a wicket, when you need a partnership broken, when you need excellent players got out, go to Bumrah. It's flown through. Rahul's had a difficult... Interesting to see what they do with Bumrah. He has bowled 5, but with Root and Butler at the crease, you'd think they'd keep it.
And down, I think. Quite a big. Ball's nipping, and that is nipped back at Butler, who will come back for 2. Lovely from Joe Root, and that is hit the middle of the bat. And we'll race away for 4, just slightly over pitch from Bumrah, which is unusual. All straight up in the air. This could be huge. 2 fielders colliding, and they've held on to it. In the end, no damage done in terms of physicality or a drop catch. He's the new batsman to join Joe Root, who's only faced 4 balls, 80 for 4. Edge gone, another one. England 5 down. India are in complete control.
Oh, this is still... So India in pole position. We still got some...
Very special for me, 13 years on.
We'll leave it there. Down to third man to end the redevelopment work here at Edgbaston, away to our left. Ruta said 2, I think. Lovely from Will Jacks. It was a fraction full from Gernot Bry, but that's been put away very effectively. Oh, flipped away. Not all the way. Back-to-back boundaries, though, for Will Jacks.
So the 100...
Trees higher out and deep. Edge gone. Brilliant from KL Rahul behind the stumps. One-handed low to his left. And India have England in all sorts of... in India's favour at the moment, and they have earned it. Took them 13 overs to get their first breakthrough. This is where he's very good, Joe Root. Genuine short ball. Still flew through. Haven't seen bounce like this. Oh, is it high? That's the only question. Yeah, KL Rahul behind the stumps, just indicating. Halfway, 117 on the edge.
I would be tempted. I know Dubé's sort of the part-time option.
Nearly. Washington Sundar in. Good this from Dubé. Just persistent. England dealing in singles. 26. Oh, we are blue for Bob today. Bob Willis Fund has raised £40,670 into the attack. Axar Patel for his first over of the day. Delicate from Joe Root. Brilliant shot, just using all the pace. Six off the over, 128 for 6 today. Extracting an extra bit of pace and bounce. Pulled away hard. And will go for 4. Washington Sundar in the deep. Cannot help it.
Partnership's 26 off 30. Pretty unheard of here at Edgbaston in white ball cricket, I must admit. They're thrilled with the situation.
Got that, Axie?
since then, Joe Root with 23 from 28 and Liam Dawson with 20 from 31 have taken things a long way. And it's been difficult. There's just been enough movement, really, both in the air, off the pitch, and a team. And what we'd seen so far, he'd probably have an extra seamer, wouldn't he?
Most definitely. Today he's picked up a couple of wickets after the power play.
Two straight on that occasion, and Dawson has got that gap because the slip is in place. If the slip's not there, he probably hits that straight to mid-wicket. But India now, Mark, as this is pulled away just behind square. It was a poor ball, really, both in length and line. It was the combination, really, of being for 6. And is it a given, do you think? You mentioned
telling them in terms of information. I think it'll be more on fitness. Rohit Sharma, obviously. I, for one, definitely believe he's a lock-in. Both those players, high quality, they bring a lot to the table, and we see a nice flick.
Find enough volume in between times to keep their form. Lovely shot. Expensive couple of overs this for Prasidh Krishna. Leaking runs offside and leg, and that boundary brings up the 50 pound career. DK, you're nodding. It's a quiz question. Who are they? It's a good bit of placement, really good bit of placement. For a moment they thought about coming back for
a lot of hue and cry about losing 4-0 and the fashion that we lost as well.
Bill Rashid as well, of course. So you'd imagine if they want to get an extra seamer, it's Dawson that is the exactly. Good over from Washington Sundar, 177 for 6.
Virtually every seat sold out. Indeed. Sweet slog, man in the deep, it's going to go over his head. 6. Yeah, that's a shorter boundary and it's hitting with the breeze. .50 for Dawson, his first in ODI cricket, and it's come at a crucial juncture for England. Controlled, hit firmly, and that has gone for 4. An emphatic boundary from Liam Dawson, who is playing a great that he's going to be on the money. Almost try and see him off. Can you see him off with 10 overs and 5? Yeah. Goes for that Yorker, which Root has taken on the full and whips it away through straight mid-wicket to 4. 200 comes up, 200 for 6. 1 ball or 2 ball? How many balls left in the over? 1 ball, Richard says, yeah. To fight prostate cancer, it's an appalling disease that took Bob from us, and it affects 1. Wonderful batting. Wonderful, wonderful batting. That's straight down the throat of square leg. And he can't believe it. Short ball. Could have put it anywhere, but gets a pat on the back from Joe Root. Root was running down the track.
And I'd quite enjoy him just to rotate straight this time.
There he goes, use of the feet and down the ground for 6. You almost see it coming. What a shot that is, halfway down the track. He almost took that catch in the crowd, but that was hammered by Archer. Goes again. This time finds the man. He's not timed it. Washington Sundar making no mistake. So England lose number 8. And I think he gets 1 here. 7 runs in this over.
Doesn't look as if it's a torn muscle. Wonder what the option will be for just in case he cannot bowl this over. Bumrah's got one left. Prasith's finished this. Middle and leg. And stumped easily.
Oh, yes.
They slinged him up. The stumps knocked out of the ground. 4 wickets for Akshar Patel. And again, good change of pace.